another offering from the Stand Up Talk Radio Network.
Torpedo.
Welcome to the Toss Salad Podcast. I'm your host, Ricky Luna, with the co-host, Jessica Michelle Singleton.
Yay.
Jeffrey Feldman is here in the building.
Yeah.
He's singing a song.
Yeah.
And Zach James, ladies and
Zac
gentlemen.
James.
Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome, guys.
Gayest song ever.
And producer Ari Manis.
Ari.
House slippers and a bad haircut. I'm kidding, it looks great.
So this is
So defeated.
All of us had bad haircuts.
I
Except for Ricky.
I have a good haircut.
I was just
You
kidding.
know
I
the
like
haircut.
Ari's haircut.
I spent $10 on this haircut.
You look sharp, Ricky.
Thanks so much. Do I look too ethnic?
No.
You should just get
You
like
look
the
a little
one button all the way,
militant.
though.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Militant. Like clean cut.
Yeah.
Clean shaven.
Looking good, Luna.
You look clean.
Circumcised.
I look clean. You don't want to see what's underneath the surface. There's just a film that's covered by a crust. That's covered by a film. I'm like a pastry. It's gross.
Lots of layers.
Lots of layers.
Lots of layers.
Yeah. So
Disgusting pastry.
I don't think Ari's hair looks that bad.
I was just
I think
kidding.
Ari's hair looks great.
Ari's
I-
hair looks great.
I
You
think
look
he
very
looks
put
very
together.
handsome,
It's much
yes.
better than the hair with the mustache. I'm so glad you got rid of the mustache.
What'd you say?
Do you think I'll be able to get some puss with
Have
this
you
haircut?
not got? Did you have any success with the mustache?
No.
I'm shocked.
I thought.
I think so.
the
You actually look
mustache-
really
Girls don't
nice.
like mustaches
Thank
now.
you.
No.
I was gonna grow mine.
Girls don't
I'm
like
growing it.
mustaches? No, it's
Espe-
not
They
1971.
especially
you
don't
guys.
like it when I can't grow a full one, so it
So
looks
you
like
just
a
had-
prepubescent.
I
like
have
8th
that same
grade
problem.
He just had a
mustache,
creepy. Remember that guy who would like read the news on the Muppets? That yellow character who always had like bowling balls drop on him, and he had I don't remember his name, but he had like a side mustache. I'm a very big Muppet fan,
A
so
side
he may have only been
mustache.
I
he
don't
may have
remember
only
this
been in
Muppet.
like one episode of the Muppet Show.
No, I remember the bowling ball.
Probably arrested for.
He's like
molesting
10,000
somebody.
ping pong balls and one bowling ball, and then it just drops on him. And Ari saw that and was like, "That's what I need.
That's the
That's
one.
the mustache I need."
That's the look.
I want a mustache. Why do black men? Why do you guys grow mustaches?
Because
like
we just
black
can. We can like if I can grow a mustache,
Yeah.
that day is gonna be the greatest.
But I heard like all black guys
I'll have,
need
like-
to have mustaches
That
grown.
is, like-
Lando cover.
It's
Isn't that
weird
a
that they
racist
don't
thing?
look creepy on black guys,
No.
too.
Yeah.
Like,
They
I
look-
guess if you let it get really bushy, it might. But even still, it just looks like cool, groovy 70s.
Yeah.
But white guys do it, and
Oh,
every white
creepy.
guy looks like a pedophile with a
Ugh,
mustache.
I can't
true.
handle it.
I don't know if there are black pedophiles.
You know what? I bet you
R.
there's no such
Kelly.
thing.
R. Kelly.
Well, what's a
Technically, that's
pet-
an accident, though.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
now explain to that because I
Is a
don't.
pedophile someone who's deliberately creeping on kids, though, right? A
Uh,
pedophile sounds like someone who just does work on your feet. If you think about
Pedophile.
it. Like, pedophile just sounds like that thing at a
Manny
you get a
pedo?
pedicure where they just
Yeah,
tickle you
a
with that like
Manny.
thing, or like a pedophile where they get the dead skin off. That would be a weird misunderstanding.
That
I'm
would-
looking for a pedophile.
Yeah. You want pedophile today? Can I get you a pedophile?
Do you
Help
like?
me, honey. You want pedophile for free?
Yeah. Free pedophile for month of May for you.
What do they normally cost?
Usually cost a bag of Skittles.
That is so.
Only
good.
$5 more, honey.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sandusky.
Should I
This
just?
music is
Good old Sandusky.
It's so bad. I should.
I was trying to
be playing-
turn Sandusky like
Whatever
no
happened to
Desky
good old American
into no homo.
pedophiles like
So it's like I'm not
Sandusky?
gonna
No,
molest it.
Dusky.
No Desky.
No.
It's like the new no homo.
Like
Do you think that that's like,
Sandusky?
is Sandusky,
Yeah.
Ohio named after that guy?
No.
Ooh, they should change that name.
Because that's got to be like just weird to even have. I feel like that name has such a
Look
connotation
like we
now
got
that like
ourselves another
having like a
Sandusky.
Sandusky, Ohio sweatshirt. It's like, get out of here, you creep.
You chomo.
Yes. Chomo.
Have you ever heard of that chomo?
I've heard Chester.
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 My friend's from Arizona, and she said that chomo means child molester.
Oh, see, Chester's the
Wow.
same thing.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It
I've
must
never
be a
heard that.
regional thing.
It must be.
Yeah.
Chomo sounds cool to me.
It does.
Chomo sounds like
it sounds like a gay cholo.
It sounds like it sounds like something that's a
Ew.
marshmallows covered in
You are a
chocolate.
chomo.
I'm a chomo.
You're a chomo.
On the
A
down
cholo, a homo,
Yeah.
cholo, right?
Yeah.
It's like a cholo that's gay on the down
A
low.
chocolate covered marshmallow. I thought
Oh,
too.
that does sound like that sounds good. But
Come
I
on,
know.
kids, let's get some chomos. Yay!
chomo in my mouth.
And then Ricky pops out of a closet Claus in a bunny outfit. He's like, "Hey, kid."
Let's get some chomo.
Some
Yeah.
chocolate favorite.
So
Chocolate covered
Oh,
chomo.
man.
Speaking of chomo, a horrible thing happened, kind of to me a little bit.
Oh no.
It wasn't horrible. Okay, so
That haircut.
Okay,
You were
well-
molested.
Oh, he looks great.
you know what? I don't like that it's not a little bit long in front. She needs to be a little bit longer so I can look like uber Latino.
More like a chomo.
Yeah. So
Now you look like.
Yeah.
a chomo,
We
exactly.
could,
No,
do refried Fridays now.
what's refried Fridays?
The show at the Improv with the Latino.
Is that a
comedians.
Latino
Oh,
show?
Yeah.
You know what? I couldn't. I don't think I could go into that because
Is that a Lovitz now? Is that what you said?
Is it?
Do you have
Oh,
to be
snap.
Hispanic?
No, not
I
necessarily.
kind of look Hispanic.
what if I'm a? What
Just
if,
ethnic.
can wiggers go
Okay.
in there?
That's. I think
They
that's
can't go
Mo Better
anywhere these
Mondays.
days.
Oh, okay. So it's only for Latinos.
I think they book other people, but I think they want people that appeal to Latin crowds. I feel like Latin comics, like older, like more successful Latin comics, tend to try to bring in other Latin guys. Like they want to
Yeah.
help the Latin guys, which makes
Right.
sense. I wish
That's
there was
true.
something like that for women, but that
Latino.
would never.
What do you mean for women?
Women aren't gonna be like, "Come on, ladies, I'll have you open for me." It just doesn't have. First of all,
Yeah.
clubs don't want like multiple women on a lineup, anyways. But I feel like women just are like, I don't know, secretly hate each other, but not because I don't not like anyone. But then everyone feels like they're catty. It's like a weird
What is it?
I bet.
Is it a woman thing or is it just a comic thing?
to just feel like everyone hates you.
I think it's a comedy.
To
I
be
think it's
like-
an
I think it's
insecure
common.
thing.
Yeah.
To be like, fuck all these people, but then you're like, but I love all of them.
Please like
I always think that people don't like me, and then I get to know them, and I'm like, oh man, you're cool. But like in my head, I was just like, they're a dick, but I don't know why.
Right.
It's an insecure
I
thing. I
hate
think.
that. feeling.
Do you ever like rehearse conversations? Like you know you're gonna have to like go yell at someone, so you like rehearse what's gonna happen.
And it never goes that way.
It
I'm
never
like, yeah,
goes
fuck
that way.
this guy. And I'm like, you know what? It's not a big
Yeah.
deal, buddy. It's fine. It's just, Well, no, I don't really get into too many tiffs with people. And usually if I do, it's like all built up, just blow up like out of nowhere.
It's an internal thing. What?
Is the music supposed to be playing?
No, but I'm just gonna let
Can
it
we get in
play.
trouble for that?
Probably.
God.
Sorry, listeners. I took you out of the
Oh my god, all our
conversation.
listeners.
Don't tell
They're going to
anybody.
pull this off the air from our millions of
Yeah.
listeners.
Son of a bitch.
Damn
Oh,
you,
am I allowed
Mr.
to swear?
Postman.
Are we gonna get in trouble?
These are great music.
Oh, you're gonna
tunes.
get.
No, it's
Okay.
great. I like it.
When I was in community college, I used to listen to the Carpenters all the time.
I love the
The
Carpenters.
Carpenters are great. Have you seen that movie with the oh god, Todd Haynes, the guy
No.
who did Velvet Goldmine? He made this movie in his senior year in college. I think it was called Superstar: The Karen Carpenter
Yeah.
Story, and
Oh,
it was
man.
it was this movie
one?
that was not that Superstar with Molly Shannon,
No.
SNL alumni. But
Amazing.
it was about Karen Carpenter and about her battle with anorexia.
Anorexia, that she. Wow, man.
And but it was done entirely with Barbie dolls, and it was just so. And it sounds so like feminist, like metaphor, it's so
Oh,
deep.
wow.
It was so entertaining and so hilarious.
Really?
And it's just really cool. And also my favorite thing is things that are miniature food and miniature beverages, miniature
That just
everything.
entertains you?
Yeah, it's just
You
cute.
know, I think I really like that stuff too. Like, I think I'd like doll houses.
Yes.
Or like, I'm not a pedophile. The pedophile show with
Just
Ricky
keep
Luna
reading.
and Jessica Michelle singing.
And we're gonna touch
You know what I love
some
is little
kids.
kids, miniature people.
I love
people.
Their hands are so small.
Lego cities.
You know who you can't joke around about being a child molester? Mr. Rogers.
No.
Wow.
You can't do that.
You know, he's a badass though.
Yeah,
He
he
is-
was in Nam.
Was he?
He's got
Yeah, he
tattoos.
Marines. He's
like,
got
full
sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know nothing
That's
about.
why he wore the sweaters.
Yeah, I
No,
bet-
you
I bet-
no,
Yeah, I
he
swear
did.
to
Yeah, he's
God.
fully tatted.
He's a badass.
Yeah, he was badass.
He had like white pride
killed
tattooed
people.
on his
He did not
He's
have
such
white
a peaceful
pride.
man, but like he killed a lot of people.
He killed a lot of gooks, and he taught my children about sharing.
Is that Charlie?
Love your neighbor. Fuck the gooks though. Unless he's one of those nom guys.
Yeah.
God.
I think racism is a good
He's
thing.
dead, right?
You need it.
Yeah, he
think it-
passed away a few years
Oh, yeah, he
ago.
did.
Now, what is a good thing? What's good? I mean, what does that mean?
I think racism is a good thing.
Could it
Why?
be?
We just need a little bit of it. Everyone.
I think everyone is a little bit racist. Did you see Avenue Q?
Everyone's a
A-
little bit racist.
A musical taught me
sometimes.
that
Yeah.
is true. That everyone is a little bit racist.
I don't think you should go like Hitler level of racism, but like just
Yeah.
a little.
You mean like cool level of racism?
Well, I think that some of it comes from like our nature to just prejudge people in general, and I guess some of that's tied
Yeah,
to race.
That's
and,
true.
Which is bad in some cases, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, probably all cases just to prejudge. But if there's a guy carrying a knife down the street with a hood on. He happens to be a minority. If I'm racist because I cross this, like, go away from him, that's fine.
Right.
I think it's
are you
funny-
racist or sexist? I don't think that you would have done that if it was a black woman crossing the street.
With a knife?
Right.
And a
Yeah, I
hoodie?
would.
Really?
I don't think she needs a hoodie. If anyone's carrying a knife in public, I'm getting the fuck away from
Well,
them.
I mean, okay. If anyone,
just, like,
right?
walking
Exactly.
That was extreme. That's my
Okay.
extreme. You know what I think? I think it is a sexism thing. Like for women, it's funny because like I think all women constantly think they're gonna be murdered.
Really?
Just like you walk down the street at nighttime, forget it.
Yeah.
Especially like the more you listen to the news too, it's like
Right.
I fucking
There's some weird guys out there. I think it's funny though, because like girls, like women will like either cross the street when I'm coming down the street for some reason, middle of the day, or they'll do like the purse grab. Like I'm gonna, like
The
I'm walking past you,
instinctual,
right?
like-
It's like I'm gonna like grab your purse and just run with it. I don't.
That is so weird because even though your skin is dark as the sins of the world,
Dark as coconut.
your face is very nice. You have a nice,
Friendly.
friendly face. Yeah.
It's a Canadian.
Is that what
it's
it
like
is?
imprinted on my face.
Oh, you're Canadian.
I am.
That's
I
why
have to
you're
be
not
nice.
a normal black person.
Yeah.
What is
Just
Only one of
kidding.
my kind. I'm a unicorn.
Are
up
you
there,
also
guys.
Jewish?
No,
No.
Ukrainian.
Okay.
You're Kenyan?
Ukrainian?
Ukrainian.
Oh my god, I can't.
Kenyan.
You're a mixture of things.
Yeah.
Is that everything? Ukrainian and what?
African American, Ukrainian,
Canadian.
Canadian.
African, really North American.
North American. Well, my
Ukrainian.
dad was like Wesley Snipes black, and like he's from New York and stuff. So
Oh, Wesley Snipes
American.
black.
Wesley
That's
Snipes.
dark. Very.
That's
like-
very dark.
He's pretty dark. Well, not anymore. He's dead now. So
Well, he's
yeah,
My
very dark.
my father's cousin.
he's decomposing by this point.
Well, then what does that make him?
Probably like a green.
A green?
I don't know what maggots are white.
Oh
So-
shit.
And so are our bones.
And our bones are white.
Is that a
Bones are white.
conspiracy? What if bones aren't white?
See,
and that's just
everybody's-
like the white Jesus. thing?
Everybody's white inside,
We're all white on the inside.
despite or regardless or whatever.
But
Red.
not Jewish.
What?
Just white.
Are you Jewish?
I'm Jewish.
Of course he's Jewish. He's a Feldman.
Oh, that's
Feldman,
right.
Steenberg.
Jules?
Yeah.
Your last name
Yeah.
is Steenberg?
No, Feldman.
Feldman, Steenberg, Itzke, man.
I've been thinking about just lying and saying I'm
Dreidel.
Jewish.
Dreidel.
I think my career.
You
would
could
go
be
better.
halfway Jewish. I think
know.
halfway Jewish. I think it. No, it definitely. I think it probably helps people's career. Look at Whoopi.
Yeah.
Look at Whoopi
Okay,
Goldberg.
if it helps
That's
you,
not even her real name. Like that's
No,
like why?
Goldberg? Are you
I know,
kidding?
but like out of all the names she could have like
Whoopi? I don't
like,
know.
like the most slavey name.
Whoopi.
Maybe because she's a comedian, she was thinking like Whoopi Cushion.
Yeah.
Were
But,
there a
like
lo-
that's like the most slavey name like you could go. I think her real name's like Caroline or something.
Is it really?
is Whoopi a slavey name? Were there a
think
lot of
that's
slaves
slavey.
named Whoopi? On
And
the
I mean, I guess if I think
Oh,
that
that
makes
Whoopi.
sense, like
Well,
whoopee,
well,
like they
yeah.
Well, she
whooped you with a
oh
whip.
my
She
god!
was gonna
They
go.
were all whoopies at some point.
She was gonna go with whippings.
Am I going to hell?
Goldberg.
You're not.
No.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna get mauled.
Hopefully no black people will listen to this.
Oh,
It's okay. I'm a black comic. It's
you are a black comic
Yeah.
fine.
and a woman, which means you're two minorities.
Black-
yes,
yeah.
baby.
Black female comedian.
I'll be a lesbian if it gets me a job.
Okay. What happens if you have to go for the job interview and they say, "Okay, let's come in the back now. So you have to be a lesbian to work here, and we want you to meet Lucy. She's the
Are you asking if I would go down on someone for a
workplace
job?
lesbian." And then you had to no, you didn't have to go down on her, but she would like. You'd have to sit in the ass-eating chair or something like that. Like
What?
you'd have to
sitting
do,
in ass
you-
eat, just in a chair where she eats
What
my
does that
ass.
look
yeah,
like?
you wouldn't be the
What is that?
Have you
look
ever
like?
had your ass eaten? That's not even like lesbian thing for me to
Does
just.
it-
sit
But
in
it
a
would
chair
have
where
to.
somebody
But
eats
it
my
would be
ass.
a gay act, so you would have to do it.
What is the
You wouldn't have
ass-eating
to.
chair
It's
look like?
okay. It's a toilet seat that doesn't have a bowl
And that's
attached
the
to
jo-
it,
and that's
and it has 4 springs that are attached to it, so you can bounce up and down on the person's face. And there's a thing
Oh
underneath,
my
so you can just slide.
These
your
I
face
think
things
this
in.
is just
exist?
something that Ricky has invented.
It's
in his
not.
apartment. Has anyone been to Ricky's home? I feel like it's a sexual torture dungeon.
He's
It's-
got 4 of them sitting around his dining room table.
It's a thing. It's
Big
a
ass
it's
come
a
over
thing
for
that's
dinner.
in existence.
And
It
his
can't-
dining room table just has a bunch
Yeah.
of glory holes.
Yeah, he's like,
I wish. I mean, I wish that I had
thanks
a
for coming to my
reason
dinner party.
To have that,
and pull your penises out.
Yeah, pull your cocks out.
If I
I wouldn't do it. Too much integrity. But if somebody, sometimes I
we
think
gotta
like if
shop
I
on
just had to say I was a lesbian to get like if they're like, well, we're looking for more lesbians. If I could just be like, well, if I'm just like, yeah, I'm gay.
How would
Because
you?
people think I'm a lesbian half the time, anyways, just because I'm crude.
Right.
I don't know why that's associated. It's not me. It's not me doing it. People are just like, "You're gay, right?" And I'm like,
That's-
"Why? Because I like baseball."
I don't know. There's something. You're a different race of
Because you eat
girl.
sunflower seeds.
Do you
Yeah.
eat sunflower seeds?
Classic stuff.
No, I eat Big League Chew.
Oh.
I used to chew tobacco in high school when I played ice hockey. It probably didn't
Wow.
help.
You're not.
Like, I don't know why
That's
everyone
not
thinks I'm a lesbian.
That's
You're
that's
not.
And then I drive away in my truck.
Yeah.
You know, I had
With the
a.
Doc Martens.
You're not.
Yes!
You're not very dykey. You're not dykey at all.
I think I've gotten less dykey.
With
over
your
the years.
platinum
Over the
tipped
years, you
hair.
become less dykey. That's good.
That's a good thing. I do love sex with men.
And your eyebrow
What's
ring.
the dykiest thing besides being crude that you do?
I do now.
Yeah, that you do.
Anytime I masturbate to porn, the girl has to have big tits. I think that's the gayest thing I do.
Nice.
Wow.
Me too.
I don't know why.
I'm really tired of porn where every porn is doing it now.
Now we're here on porn. We got
That's
here.
fine.
the
It always gets me.
under the balls back shot. Like I don't want to see some.
You know
guy's
who that was
balls.
invented
not?
for?
It's just-
Me. For the small group of
Yeah.
women who really love porn, that's a
Like,
great
look at
shot.
that.
Okay.
Because my favorite thing about porn is like the guy going and like just
Right.
and just seeing a girl just being totally just violated.
Right.
I'm like, more dicks, gonna just
Right.
make her cry.
Make her cry. Come on, you're not treating her bad enough.
Half the time when I watch porn, I don't even watch. I just listen.
Is there
And
crying
like I have my
porn?
own thing in my head. So
Yeah.
like I'm sure there is.
There's
So I
gotta
just like
be.
the sound of
There's-
men like
there's some crying porn.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I can't hear the
Like
guy,
bawling.
I'm like,
Like she's just like.
probably.
There's gotta be.
There
Yeah,
has to be,
That's
which
every.
is sad.
That's
but, like,
every porn. That's like every.
porn that you watch.
That's the
Yeah.
end of every porn that they cut out after the semen. They're like, and semen! And then
And then it's like, oh god, I knew I don't.
why did
oh,
my dad
God.
leave my family?
Mama.
What's quickly becoming one of my favorites is the coming dildo. Like a girl is like sucking off a coming dildo.
Oh.
And it's just, like-
Dildos come?
yeah, like I just want
Without
that
warning,
straight.
that's like a jack in the box? That's
It's like- it's like-
terrible.
and it doesn't stop. That's it.
Just doesn't stop.
That
It
is so
doesn't stop.
cool.
I
It's
just
wish I
like-
had that power. That would be great if I
Just
had
like a
that power.
fire hose of a. Some guys are real shooters, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what if you just pee? What's wrong? What's so wrong with
Sharpshooters.
pee?
I used to think when I was like 12, I thought that was coming. Just peeing.
Just peeing. You're like,
Yeah.
ugh.
I'd like jerk off until I started peeing.
I'm pretty sure that's what squirting is. And guys are just like, she squirts, it's hot. And I'm like, dude, you're getting pissed on.
That's what I've heard.
Women
Is
don't
that what it
squirt.
is? No.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
I squirted once, and I can't be sure that I didn't pee on the guy. And he's like, that was hot. And I was like, he's like, you totally squirted. And I was like, yeah.
You totally squirted. He said that.
Totally pissed on you. If you're listening, I pissed on you.
Does it feel? Did it feel different than pee? Like you know what pee feels
No,
like.
you know what? It's just because you're like coming at the same time, but women don't have that shut-off valve. So it's like if you have to pee really bad and you're still having sex, like that's a
Wow.
risk you're running. Like you can definitely pee while you're. I think I've been fucked so hard that like I didn't have to pee at the time, but they just fucked me into peeing like once.
You fucked the piss out of me.
You
Fucked
just
the
fucked the
piss
piss
out
out
of
of
me?
me, baby. Ooh. Sorry about your sheets. Bye.
You are gay. That's kind of a
That's-
gay guy
that's a
thing
gay
to do.
thing.
Really ruin
Yeah.
sheets and run?
No,
Yeah, pretty
peeing
much.
People. That's,
I like to put my face in the pillow when the guy's doing me from behind, and then right as he's about to come, I move my head so it hits the pillow, and I'm like, God.
Do you do that?
No, but that happened on accident once.
What?
And now I think I might.
Let me say, I have to top that because I was having this orgy with these three gentlemen. They were
Ooh, that's
very
not an orgy.
three.
Of course.
It was
That's
How
like-
many's an orgy? Four's an orgy.
Is it really?
two,
I'd say
threesome,
over
Four is a
orgy.
gangbang.
Five.
Four.
Three
Whatever.
is a threesome. Five is no. You have to go like 6 or
Foursome.
7
That was a
now.
foursome.
It was a foursome then. We had a four square
That's a
going
gangbang.
on there,
Foursome.
and
Just
the
a
guy.
square of dicks in butts.
This
Like,
guy, the guy who was he was a little bit creative. He was a visual artist, so he went and he peed in a bunch of ice cubes and he put them in the guy's freezer before.
What?
And then he moved out, and it's Ari's freezer.
That's why he was like, guys, don't use that ice in there. I would not use that ice.
That's exactly what happens. People do
Ugh.
crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened
That's
with
gross.
it? So he pissed in the ice
He
tray.
pissed in the ice tray and then he
The old piss in the ice tray
He
trick.
put his piss
ice
Cubes?
cubes.
his pice cubes.
Well, he tried to. Let me just say, he tried to
Oh.
hide them like Easter eggs.
What?
Which is stupid because then it's just gonna melt into a pile
And
of
let me
piss.
tell you, that's exactly what had happened. And boy, oh boy, the host was very, very upset.
Wait, did he know this was
the
going on the
host
whole
of the
time?
force.
He's
You
like,
guys are all
piss
fucking
everywhere.
They were all watching it
And
go
this
on.
one guy's like hiding
He's just like,
ice
pew,
cubes.
pew, like trying to push him in there.
Wait,
That's
into
disturbing.
what? People's butts?
Something like that.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember. I don't really know.
You got a piss cube in your
Drunken
butt,
times for
Ricky.
Ricky.
And then you
Doesn't
just
remember
peed
the
out of your
gangbangs.
butt.
And
So
Well-
we know it's safe to get your butt peed in. Isn't that like sanitizing?
I think so.
Is urine sanitizing?
It's sterile to your body, I hear is the rumor.
Could you have sex with someone and then like if they had a disease, they just pee in you and then
I don't think it works that
sterilizes?
way.
I
'cause
don't think it
it-
works.
I
I think
think
you
it-
might get some diseases.
If
that
someone
way.
else peed in you, would that kill the? Doesn't it kill? I feel like if you get stung by a jellyfish, they tell you to piss on it.
That's
Right.
not true. I hear.
And I heard it's true. And my friend, I won't say his name. I have a friend who said his grandma used to give him these like old like remedies for like for doctor things, and he got an ear infection. She's like, "This is what you gotta do. It's gonna sound gross. You need to pee in a cup, and you lay down and you funnel the urine into your ear
What?
because it just kills everything." He's like, "I know it's disgusting, but legitimately,
But
it went
but
away."
I just twisted my ankle. I don't know how that's gonna.
I have a
Broken
toothache.
leg,
Trust
piss
me.
on
Put
it.
the piss in your ear. Piss on your leg.
My ass is falling.
Piss on
Scoot
me.
over a little bit because my ass is.
It just
I feel like I'm so far
sterilizes,
away.
and then I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, poop.
poop.
Poop poopy doop poop.
Burp, burp.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Just biker mice from Mars.
Is that a real
It
cartoon?
was a real. Or Captain Bucky O'Hare.
You have really obscure cartoons.
That is-
I don't know
Tintin.
these ones. Tintin.
This is like
Tintin.
Bikram. Fucking
I just missed.
Bikram podcast.
Just
What's,
making stuff.
what does Bikram mean?
What is that?
Like
Yeah.
Bikram yoga. Like,
Yeah, I know.
What?
that.
Okay, is there a difference between Bikram and hot
you're
yoga?
like in a heated room and you're
I don't know.
It's exactly what it
sweating
feels
out
like.
the toxins.
It sounds.
Can you
Sounds the
see the
same,
sweat?
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Is it sweating? Is it beating on
Bikram
my face?
podcast. Oh yeah, it is getting a little hot, huh?
it is.
Should we do yoga poses?
I think we
Wait,
should.
is there a difference between Bikram and hot yoga? Does anyone know?
There must be.
I don't know why I'm asking a room full of men.
Hari
like you
had
guys are
okay,
all
there
like
it goes.
yoga
Let's see
people.
if this
but-
works and if it doesn't
I
sound
do
too
yoga
wacky.
sometimes.
Is it
Good
loud?
stuff.
Can we really? Fuck. I just turned it. I don't do things good. Hold
I
on.
haven't stopped sweating for hours.
I never stop sweating. This is fine for me.
I'm
This is
wearing-
good.
We're burning calories, you
good.
guys.
That's true.
Is that
burning
true?
calories. It's a good workout.
Yeah.
We'll
Did you run?
podcast.
Did you run today, Jessica?
No, I haven't done anything today. I'm getting ready to move, so fucking moving's the worst. Trying to organize all your shit. I'm so scatterbrained. It's just like
What area are you moving to?
I'm in Valley Village in the valley, and I'm just moving down the street. I'm just moving
Okay.
with a new
Oh,
roommate.
okay.
But
How is the valley? I hear it gets really, really hot.
it does get hot, but it's like if you have AC, you're fine. And it's less expensive usually.
Yeah.
Although Ari's getting a pretty good deal on this place, but I'm paying less than that. But I have a roommate.
Okay.
But
How many bedrooms is it?
it's 2 bedrooms. We got a big old living room, and she has no living room furniture, so it worked out for me because like I have living room furniture, and
That's
I was
good.
worried I'd have to get rid of it. We have a pool. We have a sauna,
That's hot.
off-street parking. Yeah, a little gym area.
That's awesome.
We got a sauna here too.
We're in a sauna.
We're in
this,
a sauna.
Is this apartment complex's sauna? And they're like, oh, we'll rent it out to you. for
Yeah.
$800. A bunch of naked
That's
old men
great.
just walk in.
That's hilarious. Just put a pull-up bar in there, a bed. You know, you're good.
You'll be fine.
It's a bathhouse.
It is.
Ricky's favorite place
This
to go.
this used to be a bathhouse.
I used to like them. They're not so much fun anymore.
Really? That's
Yeah.
not scary to you?
It's
Are
sca-
guys just
it's-
so horny that they don't give a shit?
Yeah,
They're
we
like,
don't
I
give a
will
shit.
fuck. I mean, I know guys in theory like fuck anything, but like
Yeah.
they'll just go into a house and lay down and let someone butt fuck you. Is that how that works?
What's the
Sometimes some people, yeah.
What's the common number of sexual partners that a gay person has?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's like saying how many white teeth does one of the do? I can't even. I'm trying to think of something really racist right now, but I can't think of anything.
Wait, what was the question?
How
mean-
many average partners do as a gay guy have? I
feel like
mean,
it's
it
a lot
depends on
more.
the gay guy. I mean,
Yeah,
if it's
that you can't average. And they always try to, I've heard like averages for men and women too. Like women on average have, and I think that's fucking.
way less.
Well, I think the number they give is way less, but I also think that's probably skewed because
Yeah.
it's like who you're asking women, just random women, and they're gonna tell you, no, I fucked 87 people.
Right.
Like no, 3.
3.
Every woman's had sex with
12.
3 people.
Yeah.
3.
Why is that a popular number?
I don't know, because it sounds like I'm not inexperienced, but I'm also not a slut. But like, let's be realistic. Obviously, I've had sex with a few people.
Right.
3.
Crazy times in college.
I've had sex with more than 3 people.
I've had sex
At
with
once.
one of three.
Well, what is
Yeah,
like, yeah? I don't know.
I've had sex with 3 people. Wink.
She winked.
Today.
Today.
Day.
No, I've retired my horn.
I have a
horness.
couple lined up for later.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There's
It's a good time when you had to retire from whoring.
Threw in the towel. I'm more of a coach, like a coach or an announcer now.
Getting the young kids together.
An
and letting them
analyst.
know.
I'm a slut analyst now.
a slanalist.
I know how this stuff works.
It's hard being a whore.
It's hot out there for a hoe.
hot outside for home.
For a hooker, for a
So what's going on with you guys? I want to know about you guys. What are you doing?
Okay.
What's happening in your lives?
Nothing exciting.
All right.
Yeah. Drinking this Coca-Cola.
Glad to have you.
Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting. I get.
Anything coming up, Mr. Zach?
I gotta pay my rent tomorrow. I haven't paid it yet.
Jesus.
It's the
Wow.
20th today.
Doing big
That's
things.
interesting.
Making moves.
There
Paying
you go.
rent.
Paying
Paying
rent.
That's pretty much it.
Renting.
That's important.
Renting a room.
Yeah. No, I live just down the street from Ari.
Oh wow, you guys could be like best friends.
I think we're gonna have to be now.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just gonna
guys
show
could.
up.
You guys could do pull-ups together.
We could spot
You guys
each
could
other.
probably both ride on that skateboard that Ari has against the wall over
Ari, do you have a sister?
Yeah.
You're an only child?
2 little brothers.
2 little brothers.
there. Baby brothers? Accidents. Who was the accident? You or them?
Me.
Oh.
Wow.
How old was your mom when she had you?
30.
30. That's an accident?
Hey, that's so-
Jesus.
That's like a perfect age
That's
to have
like
a
a
baby.
perfect-
That's
right?
like a good age to have a baby.
Good accident,
It's good.
but she didn't see it.
My favorite mistake.
She's still.
You're the
She still
favorite,
tells me.
my favorite baby because I didn't know I wanted you.
You're the best, worst thing that ever happened to me.
And I love you
Wonderful.
almost the most. But your youngest brother I love best.
How young are your brothers?
18 and 13.
18 and 13. So they're pretty young. Wait, how old are you, Ari? Are you allowed to ask that?
23.
23.
They
Oh.
really spaced that out.
You're younger than
They
I
really-
thought.
Does your mother make a good?
You don't look older than that. I just, for some reason, thought you were older than me. I thought you were in like late
So wait a
20s,
minute,
just
Ari,
'cause
You're 23, Ari?
put together.
So you're the oldest, but you're also the mistake.
Yeah.
So that's really confusing to me because it seems like you're like you couldn't been hated that much.
Oh, I was. I got sent to military school.
Oh, that sounds
Wow.
terrible.
Were you a bad kid, or that's just like we don't want the kid anymore? Let's put him in the middle. Well, I guess.
I didn't get along with my parents. My mom called the cops on me. all
Wow.
the time.
What'd you
Wow.
Were you smoking hash?
She caught me growing marijuana one time in the house.
It's a big,
Wow.
big move.
Is Ari
Kicked
gonna
me out.
kill us
That's
all?
actually how I got. That's how I became a man. That's when I got kicked out of the house and had to go out on my own when
There
they
you
caught
go.
me growing in their house.
That's.
Now, why
Naughty
would you-
Ari.
why would you-
Ari, the bad boy. People
How
didn't
old were you when
know.
you started your drug up?
When I started growing,
You drug up.
I was in college. It was summer after my freshman year of college, so I was 18.
18.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. There you
Yeah.
go.
And they were like, "Get out."
So it was it was a normal age for someone
For
get
someone to
kicked
move
out.
out,
Of the
yeah.
house. But,
Yeah.
but at the same time, my parents are pretty well off, so it was still a struggle.
So
for
it was a
me.
struggle.
I
Yeah.
was like a rich kid.
I feel like that's harder for like I almost
Dropped
feel
into
bad for
life.
rich kids when they get like cut off because it's like I've been having to pay for myself my whole life, and
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
"Wait, what? Finances?"
They
Ah!
still don't get it.
I've had to have a job since I was 16. They never really spoiled me, but at the same time, they paid for my rent.
It was taken care of. Yeah.
It was taken care of. So when I turned 18, they're like, "Well, you're an idiot. You're out of here."
Yeah.
Then it was a new.
You're like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna
time.
go live with your sister."
I moved out when I was
Yeah.
16, and I just went to pay for my own rent and went to school. I don't know. I've been living alone for a while. It's good.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's
live
fun
alone.
to fall though, because you hit bottom. It's like shit, that sucks. Well,
Mental anguish.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was living in San Francisco, I had all
And
my.
the tenderloin, right?
I wasn't in the Tenderloin. I was south of Market, fool. What do you know about
What
the
is the
Tenderloin? Who do you know
Tenderloin?
about the Tenderloin? Who do you know in the Tenderloin? You piece of shit.
What's a tenderloin?
The Tenderloin is the part.
Is that a gay district?
No, it's
That's
like
the
the
Tenderloin.
that sounds like the gay district.
Tenderloin
That's
is like
it.
the
classic.
the part in the city where it's like run by corrupt cops is the definition of Tenderloin.
Oh, it's like the Brooklyn of San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I
it's-
know nothing about New York. That was just a really made up. That could be completely wrong. I just wanted to say something.
You're like the Manhattan of something or whatever.
I'm
something
the
like that.
Manhattan of liars.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
I'm overpriced.
Manhattan of liars.
I'm overpriced and not worth it.
It's so excellent. No, it's just a crappy part of town. Lots of crackheads but lots of really nice
Oh.
people. Very nice
Like
people.
southeast Wilshire area.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Koreatown.
Rampart?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, kind of like that.
Skid Row.
Pico-
But worse. But okay, imagine like a grid,
Toledo?
like a grid part of the city, but it's like paper and lots of homeless black people all living on
And
top
that's
of
where
each
you
other.
live?
And
Oh, no, that's
no,
Tenderloin.
that's
That's
Tenderloin.
Tenderloin.
That's
Oh,
where my
like
friend
kind of like
lives.
Skid Row?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do they smoke crack out there openly?
Probably.
That was my favorite thing was seeing people smoke crack. Wait, where'd my water go?
Yeah.
That's like there's a street in Vancouver called East Hastings, and that's just like there's people literally just injecting and
Yeah.
You know what I love about Canada is that
God.
there's
it's just decaying.
in Vancouver. I think that
Dying on the
they have
street.
this like place
Yeah.
where you can go and shoot up in like the safety of
No,
a.
they do. They can go smoke crack in there. And
I-
stuff.
Is
Right.
it like a
Like
what a
a-
rehab facility
No,
to like
it's
whatever?
like a
Like a
reverse
new-
rehab. They
like
just
a
don't
new-
want it because like Vancouver is really clean.
Like a
They
new,
just don't want
it's
it on
really
the
clean,
streets.
and then there's just like this one street that's like decaying and disgusting.
like New Jack City.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
Remember that?
What is that called? It's called It's like a harm reduction place.
Yeah, I think that.
Harm reduction
Yeah,
center.
it's-
yeah,
yeah,
there's
harm
like a
reduction.
new
Risk
type
Wow.
reduction or something.
Yeah, it's like new type of
What the
recovery.
fuck is that?
I think they were trying to do that in Anchorage, where it's like they don't. It's like for people who don't have homes, they don't try to force you to get clean.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
so bizarre.
But I'm like, come on.
They try. It's like
a
they
guy
try.
who's doing drugs, you're giving him free
Yeah.
housing. Fuck that,
I know.
man.
And food
I'll
stamps.
start doing drugs if that means I don't
Like,
have to
I
pay
don't
rent.
It's
do
so-
anything.
Yeah, it's like I'd
It's
rather do
something.
that than fucking have a job.
I mean, I totally like addiction's a hard thing and everything,
Yeah.
but like Jesus,
Yeah.
make him
Yeah.
get off
Yeah.
the drugs.
yeah,
Get 'em
it's
clean.
like-
Don't let them smoke more meth and like.
You know what?
baby
Come on
them.
in, smoke crack, just not
Yeah.
outside.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
we don't want the
Stand here in
kids
the
in.
air
Keep it
conditioning and
indoors.
smoke crack.
Here's some soup.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Here's
you
a bunch
get-
of free things. Is there an Xbox here?
Can you
Great.
Here's
get
the
high
peanut butter
from
jelly sandwich.
secondhand crack smoke.
I don't know.
I don't
But the
know.
thing about it is that once
Probably.
they get you hooked into that program and into that lifestyle of being a victim forever,
Yeah.
then they kind of exploit you a little bit because you're like that's like a whole group of people that can be voters and if you have a whole group of people that can be voters and
manipulate
you
them?
can manipulate them and then
Like,
get
yeah,
them
you
to
can live here, but
you should do this, that, and the other thing. There's this church called the Glide Church in San Francisco. You know what? How do you know about San Francisco?
I just saw the movie Milk.
Oh, you did. That was the
laugh.
That was a
cutest thing
laugh.
I've ever heard ever. I drank a beer when they were filming that.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
You're a Jew. What
How
was I
was
saying?
milk?
So is Ari okay?
Was milk any good?
It was a good movie, yeah.
I like 2%.
I like milk.
He likes homo.
La leche.
Homogenized.
I'm totally chill mode, but not in the child molester way.
Not in the he's in chode mode.
When those people came to San Francisco to film that movie, like a bunch of people that I know. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that, but yeah, it was just really cool. I was like, wow.
Had sex with Sean Penn.
No,
Mm.
no.
Dead of force.
There was this part where Sean Penn was on the steps of City Hall, and I was going to go buy some drugs in the Tenderloin right over there in the Tenderloin, and
Jesus.
I stopped there and I was like watching them, and I saw all these people, and I stepped behind where all the trees are in front of City Hall, and he was doing this like massive speech with all these people, and I remember just feeling so like crying, and I was crying and stuff like that, but just because I was coming down, but it was like so emotional. I was like overwhelmed by it.
Just 'cause I was coming down.
This is so beautiful.
They were filming a movie and you just thought it was beautiful.
I did, and then I went, and then I go back.
What were you doing? Crack?
I was smoking a lot of crack.
Oh my
There you
gosh,
go.
Ricky.
Yeah,
Have you cleaned up since
You
then?
should-
I have.
I'm
Good.
proud of you.
I'm proud of me too.
It's
Crack
not
won't get
easy.
you anywhere.
Crack
Good.
whip.
I had a friend in high school.
Good.
I think it was like when I came back this summer after my first year of college. Just this like Jewish girl. Just like nice, nerdy kind of Jewish girl, like really good friend. And I'm like, so what have you been up to? She's like, I started smoking crack. She was really like
Wow.
logical about it. She's like, it's just like you can get really high and it's cheap.
Oh my god,
Oh
She's
my
like, it's
God.
not bad. I'm like, what?
so horrible.
No.
That's how it starts.
That's
Logical crack smokers are like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
less expensive than cocaine.
Yeah.
I'll just smoke crack.
I
In
learned
this
how to
recession,
smoke
yeah,
crack
but-
through a podcast. To be quite, I remember that.
As opposed to through a pipe.
Yeah, exactly. Have you heard of the Moth podcast?
No.
I've heard of the Moth.
Yeah.
Do they do shows?
Yeah, I do.
I haven't listened to the podcast. I think I've seen.
It's really good.
Clips of the show.
And there was a whole one on smoking crack. This guy, some writer, renting a hooker, a black prostitute in New York, and then smoking crack with her on Christmas, and how it was his best Christmas or worst Christmas.
Was
I
it-
don't
was it
remember.
Is that what inspired you to smoke crack?
No.
Oh.
No. That just taught me that you were supposed to hold it in your
Inspired.
mouth a little bit instead of inhale it all quick right away.
Oh, and
Good to
now
know.
we've passed that on to our listeners.
In case I ever need to smoke some crack, I
Pay
now
it
know.
forward, people. Pay it forward.
Thank you, Ricky.
Isn't that awful?
Crack it forward, y'all.
Crack it.
Next week, meth.
This is the crack salad podcast.
Did anyone else have a dare officer teach them how to make meth?
That'd be it. What?
He didn't teach me how to make it, but like our 8th grade, I think it was like a dare officer. He gave us all the ingredients for meth.
What do you mean gave you the ingredients?
He was just saying this is what's in meth. This, and he like listed off like laundry detergent or whatever. I don't remember, but like 12
fingernail
different things. And I was
polish.
like, he's like, and you combine those and it makes meth. And I'm like, you're just told a bunch of kids how to make meth. You're trying to prevent drug abuse. It was the weirdest thing.
That is really, really weird.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever made in a kitchen? I mean,
Me?
I used to.
it's pretty good. You come up with really good answers, man.
I used to make used to try to make like villainous kind of like potions.
Like what?
Like
What?
like I when I was a kid I used to like combine like CLR and like bleach and stuff and then try to boil.
You mean meth?
Try to boil my sister's Barbies.
That's pretty
Wow.
Oh
horrible.
my God, you're a devil.
I ended up just lighting them on fire.
What
So
about
we're
you,
good.
Feldman?
Okay.
Well, you know what? When I get really hungry, I'll combine foods together.
Weird foods?
Like recently, I combined top ramen and I put it in a on the stove, right? And then I cracked a couple eggs into it with hot sauce and
That's
stuff
pretty
like that.
normal, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
My buddy actually had the most disgusting thing the other day. It was he made ramen with cheddar.
Cheddar cheese.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Yes.
picture on
Oh,
Instagram.
are you
And it's like
about-
it
cheddar
looked really
cheese,
You're
gross.
talking about spread?
ranch,
Like
and,
making a spread, a ramen spread.
and then like
That sounds-
mild sauce from Taco Bell.
Am I a
And
fat ass? Because I'm like, that sounds
Uh,
good to me. Bad
yeah.
for you, but I'm like, I
So
would eat
gross.
the
Yeah,
fuck out of
it's
that.
like-
Ranch
It's
on ramen.
Dude, you can put
With cheddar
cheese and
cheese.
ranch on anything, and I'm like,
It's like
put it in my
top
mouth.
ramen, cheese, broken
Fuck, I
broken
love
up hot
cheese.
Cheetos,
Sounds
like
so gross.
jalapenos.
When I used to get high, I would
Tuna
combine
fish.
weird foods.
Yeah, there you go.
I once dipped
What'd you
fish
get?
sticks in vanilla ice cream.
That's not that gross.
Fish sticks?
Remember fish sticks? Is that even really fish? Man.
No.
I think so.
I loved those though.
They're good.
Are we
That's
getting
really
knocked
good.
on the wall by somebody, or are they having sex over there?
They're fucking.
There you go.
Just fucking.
They
That's
be
the gym next to
fucking.
the sauna.
Yeah, this is the gym. He's like, ugh, one more set. Come on.
Oh, I wonder.
Push it.
Ari, can you hear your neighbors having sex sometimes?
Nah, not sex, but
No.
I've heard them before.
Oh, okay.
They're like,
Me and my neighbor.
It's weird. Do
We
you
have
compete?
sex competitions with each other. We don't know. We don't ever like
Acknowledge
But you're both-
acknowledge it. But
we're
like,
both
But it's
masturbating.
going on.
like she'll have her good time, and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn this.
I used to do that with my
Right
neighbor.
up.
But yeah, no, that's what I would do. Just turn up like a gangbang porn and be
Yeah.
like, yeah, you guys are fucking. Well, I'm doing this.
Oh my god.
And then I'd just be alone.
Is that like an invitation to like please join me in your love making?
I don't know. It's like it's so weird. I'm like very auditory. Is that the word?
Yeah.
So it's like when I'd walk down the hall in my old apartment and then all of a sudden I'd hear people having sex, I'd be going in my door and be like, oh, and I'd be like, oh. I'd just sit and wait and I'm like, what's that? What's going on? I'm a pervert. They're like, I
That's not.
just need to listen. I mean, I didn't like
There's nothing wrong with that.
yank it. No, not that I yank anything, but I
yanking
didn't like
on
rub one out in the hallway like, yeah. It was always the lesbians that
Rubbing
lived
it
across
out.
the hall too, and they would just like they were either
Spraying.
fucking really loud or just beating the shit out of each other all the time. Like
What do
it
you
was
mean beating the
Wow.
shit out of each
like
other?
you fucking bitch,
Oh god.
and like
Yeah.
they'd get out, I fucking hate you, and then 4 hours later, oh yeah.
I know. I can't. You know what? I
And they
can't-
were like trucker lesbians. The lesbians are fucking aggressive.
Yeah.
I
I
couldn't
don't-
be a lesbian because I'm not a good fighter.
lesbian people that are in love are horribly aggressive, and they're just fucking wrong. I used to live with those two people that were like that.
Do-
Oh, horrible.
You fight the
Do
hardest
lesbians
when you love
use
someone. I
dildos?
think.
I guess, huh?
Dude, lesbians use dildos.
Maybe I've never been in love.
Like,
I don't.
There's a
I
bear.
don't
Do
know.
lesbians use
Probably.
dildos?
Yeah.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
Well, I don't technically know that either.
What's wrong with our penises then? If, like,
Well, I think they're just attracted to feminine qualities, but then you need something to get
There's
the
a lesbian shit
I'll
on
put a
on
bra
your
on.
partner.
hit the G spot or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll put a bra on.
I'll put a bra on. We'll call it a day.
Still
Mom.
ain't got no titties, boy.
Yeah.
Lesbians like titties.
Lesbians do.
wonder
Titties
if-
are beautiful.
Yeah, they're all right. I don't know. They're kind of gross. I spent a couple.
Can you answer a question for me,
Who? Tell me.
Ricky?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it that lesbians have the gene that has them dress very masculine, and homosexual men have the gene that has them act flamboyant? What is
Oh,
that?
Because it's funnier. Because
Is
that's
it
how, that's
funny?
how God made gay people.
Okay.
Gay people are the funniest thing on
God
the
made
face
gay
of the
people
earth.
loud and excited.
Yeah.
That was I saw a
Quiet gays
tranny
creep me
strange.
out.
at some lights the other day. I saw a tranny and a lesbian. And it's like they had switched.
Wow.
It was really weird.
Have you seen that tranny that rides the bicycle down Santa Monica Boulevard? He's like,
No.
He's like a man with a beard, and he has like a really
Oh,
short skirt.
I hate
You saw that
lazy
guy?
trannies.
Lazy-
They piss me off.
It's like homeless trannies.
The bearded tranny.
I
I
live
saw a
with
guy that looked like Mel Gibson
shave,
from like
damn it.
what was it, Braveheart with the hair, but he was in like a sweater dress and UGG boots.
Where was this?
This was in North Hollywood, and I was like, he's still like stubble and like hairy legs, but he's
He's
in a
Scottish.
dress. So
Like a
maybe
big
he's just a cross dresser. But I was like, are you just like, don't be lazy, trannies.
Yeah.
Shave.
You need to shave.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a gender.
Maybe
a
it's-
gender
maybe he's
fucking
going through
fucker.
Yeah,
depression.
maybe he just
He's like a
Just trying to
depressed
figure it out
tranny.
still.
maybe he
depressed
just
tranny.
wanted people like me to drive by and be like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
It's so
Was he homeless?
Make a
She-
short.
I couldn't
Zim,
tell. It
Z?
looked like, I mean, the dress
He's
looked
Twitter
like
famous.
he
though.
was put together, but maybe he just got the dress. So it's weird how like normal trannies have become to me living in LA. Like there was a
Well,
time where
yeah.
I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
What
like
is that?
people in my
Exactly.
hometown are like in an outrage because there was like one tranny or something
Yeah.
doing one like, we can't have those trannies. And I'm like, what's wrong with trannies?
There's an entire
They're just
city of
people.
trannies here.
They buy toilet paper too.
They don't
buy
overwhelm me
toilet
at all.
paper,
I don't like the
too.
Yeah.
trannies that try to trick you. Like they're not honest about
Yeah.
it.
They pretend they're women.
Now what?
Yeah.
Now okay. Now
You should
what
be
does that
honest.
mean? I'm really confused by this.
Like what? I was at a bar once, and this tranny like started rubbing my leg and stuff, and then
What bar were you at?
It was at actually Cabo.
Tranny bar?
at
Was it a
Cabo.
tranny bar?
No, it wasn't a tranny bar.
Are you
Is it
sure?
tranny
Normal
bar? Tranny Mondays?
You should know if a woman you don't know
Cabo.
ever comes up and aggressively starts touching you
It's probably
sexually.
a
She's
man.
probably not a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that happens on the bus all the time. You ever ride the bus and a tranny will like come and sit on your lap?
But it's good because
No.
you just tell, like, you can tell them to fuck off. And if
Yeah,
they
it's
don't,
weird.
You can actually punch them.
They're
because
usually
a bit.
high on
You
that.
really, you shouldn't really punch a tranny because they will
Yeah.
beat the fuck out
Yeah,
of you.
because
Trannies
they
are
Have you ever
crazy.
seen a man tranny before?
They're hard. They're hardcore.
They're hard.
They've been
the
in
Santa
prison.
Or have
Monica
you ever
black
seen
ones,
them?
they're like,
Oh my
ripped.
God.
It's like, wow,
Dude,
Venus
they're
Serena.
fucking ripped, but then they put
They've
on
been
their
to
makeup
prison.
and heels, and I'm like, and they fucking look better than me. Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
Yeah.
Have you seen that? There's some movie that's like Revenge of the Trannies or something. Like I
Right.
stumbled upon on
Revenge
TV
of-
one
Like
time.
Revenge of the Nerds.
It was like somebody. It was like
Revenge of the Trannies.
serious
But it was
though.
a porno.
No,
right?
it was just like trannies killing people because some like dudes beat up a tranny that tricked them, and so all these trannies get together.
It's like
That-
tranny
that-
gangs.
That was Maury Povich.
Yes.
You
That
do
my
was-
not
God.
want to fuck with a tranny gang.
You don't.
Dude,
No.
it's an underground community, and they will fuck you up.
It's an
And
underground
then rape
community.
you.
Yeah.
And then rape you.
I don't know if they'd rape
I don't know
you.
if they'd rape you, but they'll put their high heel through your eyeball.
Motherfucker.
God
Stilettos.
damn. That's
Tranny
fucked
scammers.
up.
That would be.
Kill ya.
I think I'd rather get raped than beat up by a bunch of trannies. I think
Really?
that'd be depressing. No, actually.
Do you guys think
I take
trannies
that
are?
back.
Do you guys think trannies are real or it's like?
Or it's
Because
an
I hear
illusion?
people complaining all the time, like, man, but it's a dude, and it's not a dude, bro. But it has a pussy. Why you gotta have a pussy? You feel well, man.
I just don't understand, like, what's the difference between being... Like, are trannies guys that want to have dicks and be women? Or is it, like, someone who just can't afford to get a sex change most of the time? Does anyone know? Like, what's the difference between being a transvestite and transgender?
A transvestite is a heterosexual male who gets sexual kicks off of dressing as a
Dressing like
woman.
Okay.
A transsexual or a transgendered person,
Transvestite is the person who dresses like
transvestite is a heterosexual man that dresses like a woman
That has the
for sexual
whatever.
kicks for whatsoever.
Okay.
Has no idea, but feels that they are a man through and through. But a transgendered person is somebody who
feels
feels
like-
as if they were born in a body of the opposite gender than what they are, and so they
Okay.
feel like they have to transition into being their rightful gender, which is kind of funny because gender is just something that we have made up here on this planet.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't you just... Because to me, doesn't that seem like... Wouldn't a transgendered person... And this is going to just sound really ignorant. Doesn't it seem like a transgendered person's probably just a gay person that doesn't want to admit being gay, and so instead they think they're in a different body? Do you think it's a different feeling?
No, I think
I feel like if anyone listened to this, I would get a lot of shit for that. But I'm really just trying to figure it out.
I don't. Wait, say that again. Now say that.
Because, okay, so like, as like just a gay male, you find yourself attracted to other men.
Right.
So if you feel like, if you're, here's what I don't get is like someone who's a man and they think they're supposed to be a woman. But is it because they are attracted to men? Couldn't they just be gay?
I'm
Because what's
really-
weird to me is like transgendered people who like, I've heard of like men get sex changed into women and then they're lesbians, and it's like,
Yeah,
well, I don't
I-
understand.
Oh, right.
That'd be really interesting to see.
I think that in this conversation, we're alienating the key demographic of the listeners.
Yeah.
Our big
I
tranny
think-
audience.
There's a mainly.
They're like, we don't
Sure.
support
Most
your
of
show
our
anymore.
listeners are trannies, so if you're
Or
listening, please
confused.
send me a message on Facebook.
You know what?
Was that question too confusing?
It really is. I'm still trying to wrap my brain. Like, what is
Okay,
she
so a
even saying?
transgendered person
Yes.
thinks they're supposed to be the opposite sex, and obviously, none of us can really answer this because we don't have those feelings.
Right.
But I'm trying to
You can't speak
theorize.
for all of us.
Is it? Do you think some of that comes from the fact that they're attracted to someone of the same sex, so they feel like maybe they should have been?
Oh, like they have such an internalized sense of
Like, or do you think-
homophobia that they have to conform to like a heteronormative thing.
So if they become a woman, they
change
wouldn't
the
be
gender.
gay,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. So they change their gender so that they can be normal or whatever.
Yeah.
And they can take one for
Do
the
you
team.
think so, or do you
I
think it's like a
that's
different?
a very fascinating way to look at it. I think that that's like very interesting. That if that
We've
that,
got
that-
an interview. We have to interview.
if that is the case,
Let's go
that
find a tranny.
that could like that'd be a great like social experiment. Start a completely different society where everybody is okay with gay people, and see if there are still transgender people in that population.
Exactly.
That'd be really really cool.
Because I mean, it could just be something else, but just something I always think of.
I think that I personally think because I mean I've dressed up in girls' clothing before, but just for like shock value and not for sexual kicks or anything like that, and I felt like so not wrong, but I felt gross doing it. I'm like, oh, this is a ritual. I know it's a ritual. I have to do it as a ritual. I went up and I did my show, and I was like, all crazy and stuff like that. Did the whole thing. It was really.
You peed?
Oh, dude, let me tell you, I did this.
Jesus.
Squirted.
Unrecorded. Unfortunately, it was at Pride like two years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and it was on the little stage, and I did this Miley Cyrus song where I was like, my party in the USA.
Oh
My
God.
God.
And then at the down point in the
No
song,
way.
I peed inside of this water bottle. And
Wow.
I peed in the water bottle, and then I chugged most of the piss that I had.
Wow.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
But here's the
That's
thing:
awesome.
is that my pee was so strong that I couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
So I got the rest of it and threw it into the audience, and the fucking crowd went like ape shit.
Because they're like, get that
Really?
pee away from me.
Or they were just like so excited.
Why would you drink your own pee?
Because it was fun. I don't know.
That's awesome.
But so like that's sort
Everyone
of.
was on ecstasy though.
No,
That-
no, I
that's-
wasn't.
Never thought
I
about
wasn't
drinking
on
my
any
own
drugs.
beer.
But like the
It's
thing
like
is like even though like I was like, okay, cool, I did that. That was the ritual. I did not feel the need to stay in girls' clothing after I was done with my.
Is that a ritual? Is that like a?
I think it is. I mean, you.
Is that what happens at Pride?
That's what happened at that Pride that one time. It'll never
Oh.
happen again, maybe.
Does it smell like farts down there?
No,
Like,
it
'cause
does
I
not.
imagine
It's
there's a lot of-
outside.
Are you saying
stupid.
that's a ritual for like gay men
What?
to do?
Do
or,
drag?
like-
Well, it goes along with like, because if you're a man but then you're dressed as a woman, you have a certain power because you become kind of like kind of a sexless creature where you're not sexy to anybody, but you're attractive by everyone. Everybody wants
Everybody
to be
loves.
around you.
Oh my God.
And so it's
RuPaul,
like,
forget it.
yeah,
I
it's
fucking
like
love it.
crazy. So that's maybe the difference between, because there is a sexual element to like being a transgender person.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that they're very serious people. What time is it?
My
We're-
phone's gonna die.
Is it? Son of a bitch. My phone.
Oh, do we need?
Ari, what time are we at?
We're at 3:30.
47.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so should we wrap up?
Yeah, let's wrap up. We're gonna do a skit. This is our
A very special sketch. Theater? What is it called? Toss Salad Theater.
masterpiece toss salad theater. We're gonna hold on. Let's pause it real quick and then we can set up.
And now for an oral cartoon.
Captain Toledo and his son, the boy wonder Davy, sit in the cockpit of the family spaceship and prepare to blast into outer space from the backyard. The 10th wonder of the world, Captain Jack Toledo, is about to embark on another quest to space, this time bringing along his son for his first trip off the Earth. But wait, looks like Mama Toledo's a little bit worried.
Did you pack your gamma strips?
Yes, Mom.
Your hydration pills?
Yes, Mom.
Well, but how about your...
Nah, Mary, we have everything we need. We're just going for a quick lap around the solar system. We'll be back in time for dinner.
Okay, you boys be safe. And when you get home, I'll have roast beef waiting for you.
Oh, boy, roast beef. Almost makes me want to stay home.
Sorry, son, you'll have to wait for roast beef later. But for now,
10.
to space.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Have fun and be safe.
Bye, Mom.
See you in a bit, sweetheart.
1, 0.
Meanwhile, hovering above the Earth in a fighter ship, well, looky here, it's Frazzle, the arch enemy of Captain Toledo and the galaxy's worst enemy. Looking for nothing more than total universal control. His only flaw as a supervillain is actually kind of funny. He farts every time he gets worked up. Oh, wait a second. He's supposed to be in prison on the desert planet Galvron, where Captain Toledo left him. My God, is that a dimension shift cannon? This looks like trouble.
You thought that prison could contain me, didn't you, Toledo? Nothing can contain me, though. Nothing! Oh, God.
Lord Frazzle, his ship is approaching.
Excellent. Get everyone to the gunning stations and prepare the dimension shift cannon.
Yes, sir.
And for the sun's sake, turn off those damn alarms. It's giving me a headache.
On it, my lord.
Now I'll have my revenge, Toledo. Let's see how much you like it on the frozen planet of Hydro! Oh, God. Unknowingly, Captain Toledo and Davy are flying right into the trap laid out by Frazzle. Great. Captain Toledo's asleep. Wake up, Toledo! You must wake up! Davy, put down those stupid hand puppets and look out the window to see the impending doom that awaits you. Oh, they can't hear me at all.
Well, no, I don't take kindly to your kind around here, Slippery Bill. You're nothing but a yellow-bellied tube sock. Those be fighting words, you disgusting... Dad!
I love roast beef. What? What is it? I'm up. I just stopped for a minute.
Look!
Oh, my mother moon. Strap in, Davy.
What's going on, Dad? I want to go home.
Frazzle. No time to turn around now, Davy. We're going to have to fight them head on. Fire, torpedo.
As torpedoes and lasers clash and explode outside the ships, Frazzle sits laughing as Toledo is doing exactly what he wants.
That's it, Toledo. A little closer. A little closer. Fire the dimension shift cannon! Oh, God.
Dad, what's happening?
By Orion's belt. He's hit us with a dimension shift cannon.
But that means...
Hold on, Davy. It's going to get a bit rough.
No roast beef!
We did it. I did it. I did it. Take that, Toledo.
Now everyone, to your stations. It's time to build our army and take this galaxy once and for all.
Oh, God.
Will Captain Toledo and Davy survive? Will they make it back to save the galaxy from Frazzle? Will there still be roast beef waiting for them when they return? Find out next time on another thrilling episode of Holy Toledo, We're Going to Space!
All right, that's our show.